It's a little complex. Okay, so my name is Roxana, and I am the host of the system. It's complicated. It's really complicated. So there's that. My role is to handle day-to-day life. Mostly, that's maintaining relationships and maintaining a job and feeding us a lot of the time. My age is the body's age. I'm 20. My split age, that's interesting. That's an interesting one. I actually am a new alter. The original host of the system's name is actually Lydia. The body's name, legally, is Lydia. I split off when we were 16. It was a transitional period that I know why I split off, but I won't go into it because I'm just not comfortable sharing that part. So I've been an alter for my brain was trying to think how long 16 to 20 was. 4 years. It's insane. 16, 17, 18, 19. Did I split off when I was 16? I did. I've only been a host for 4 years. Oh my god. Okay. Well, my pronouns are she, her, and they, them. My sexuality, I am pansexual. I've always kind of known that. When we split off, we had comfortably landed on that we're pansexual. It's not really like, I think I'm pansexual. I know, there's no doubts about it. I look like the body. I have a little more softer features than Lydia does, and it's weird to say that I look different than our original host who looked like the body, but it's true. I also make the body look different. So the way we do our makeup and stuff is very different, but as we got older, we just aged into someone who looks more like me, whereas when we were younger, we looked like Lydia. And it's pretty drastic of a difference. It's kind of weird to look at, but it's true. My height, my motivations, I have 3 of them. I want to educate people. I want to go to college. I have a lot of goals, they're big ones, and create a cartoon. And then the other one is a more private goal that I wouldn't really want to share online. My motivation is I've been so hurt by the mental health field that if you can't beat them, what is the saying? If you can't beat them, join them, which is basically what I'm doing, but I'm doing it with the awareness that it's not an easy thing to do. In every aspect that I had ever gone to for help, I have been traumatized quite severely. People might wonder, like, how are you traumatized by the field that's supposed to help you? It's bad trauma. I have so many alters from simply being inpatient. So many. I have so many, and I've had a lot of experience firsthand being inpatient. Every kind of inpatient, outpatient program you can really think of, I've been through, and all of them have harmed me in some significant and profound way. I feel like that's an issue. If it's hard to believe that, it shouldn't be that way, and that's kind of my motivation. I don't ever want someone to be turned away from a doctor for something that is so real, for something that has a known cause, is treatable. It's treatable. And for a doctor to be like, we don't diagnose it. It's not high priority enough for us to work with. These have all been things people have said to me about my DID. When I went to get help, they were the professionals telling me, we don't treat it. It's not high priority enough. It's in the DSM-5. There have been mental health professionals who don't understand it, like in the basics. There have been mental health professionals that don't understand what dissociation is. There have been mental health professionals who say dissociation wrong. They say disassociation, which tells me everything I need to know. So that's my motivation. It is so alarming the extent of chaos that I endured, I can only describe it as chaos that I've endured within the field that was supposed to protect me and educate me and help me. It ended up doing none of that. I had to do it on my own. I won't stand for it anymore. I don't think it's acceptable. I don't think it's something to wait for someone else to go and help and change and make a move on. So my favorite movie, Contact, with Jenny Foster, Joseph Foster, Janine Foster, Jenny Foster, Josephina Foster, Matthew McConaughey. That's the other one. The other one is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Those two movies, the epitome of me. So my favorite animal, and I'm going to speak sometimes when I'm on camera as Roxana. I'm going to speak for Lydia as well. But being that I split off before we knew we had DID, I share a lot of what she was. We're very different. Like, I can tell it easily. We're so different. We do have a lot of things we bond over that are just different than regular bonding between two people who have their own bodies. So I'm going to speak on her behalf sometimes, just because we kind of, I don't know how to put this. Originally, our favorite animal was a piglet, and I split off. I discovered a desert rain frog.
But actually, this is a sonorous war cry.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. They're so derpy. They're so derpy.
Unexpected sounds grab our attention. Like this desert rain frog. Squeaking viral sensation.
My favorite color is green. I love nature to such an extent that I think it just bleeds into everything that I care about. Like neon green, like neon green. So yeah, no, I just love green. It doesn't really matter what kind of green. I love all green. My SpongeBob episode. I wouldn't say it describes me. It is the graveyard shift. It's always been. I think me and Lydia, that remain the same between us. It's always been the graveyard shift. My hobbies. Everyone asks me this question. I don't really know what a hobby is. I love to edit. I also like sports. I'm not good at sports, but I like them. I don't like sports. I don't like the culture of sports. I like to throw things, and I like to use precision.
That does make no.
What am I most proud of? I'm a good artist. I'm good at designing things, which is weird because I've never had schooling for it, but I'm good at designing things. What am I most ashamed of? When I found out that I was actually not Lydia, I don't really remember that time because it was around the time that there was a lot of trauma, and that kind of whole time in our life is gone or hidden. When I found out that I wasn't Lydia, it was really trippy. It was when I discovered I had DID and I realized that I'm Roxana, I'm not Lydia. And I kind of like shoved Lydia under the rug. She kind of just distanced herself from me. We have a weird relationship considering I somewhat stole her life. And I wasn't proud of her. I didn't like her because I didn't like us back then when we were children. It was a really weird relationship we had between each other. And then it got mended in the most beautiful way. And then it got torn apart again. And I would do anything for it to be mended again, but we don't know when that's gonna be. It's a whole situation I don't really want to go into right now, but I love her. I'm really proud of her. And I miss her. If you could change one thing from the past, what would it be? Now, what I wrote for my answer, because I did actually fill out some of these, I I put so much doubt. There is so much doubt that comes with this disorder. It is not even funny. My brain tried so hard to make sure that I didn't know I had this disorder, even when I really knew that I did. I still, to this day, am like, no. It's not possible. When I had something happen, multiple things happen where I couldn't deny that I had this disorder, literally my brain was like, it doesn't exist at all. Like, my brain went to such lengths to make sure I denied that I had it, that at a certain point when it had nothing else to put against me and my denial, it just said the entire thing was a facade and that it didn't actually exist. That's how bad my denial is. It is one of the worst symptoms of this disorder, and it is literally the entire disorder is built off of this one symptom. New filming could be so difficult. I wonder how Scottish people say difficult. Difficult? Nope. Okay.